All right, here we go. A little history lesson. Tommy Musto's first record, I Just Want to Dance, Dynamix Acetate, given to me by Tommy, obviously. Tommy and I, it's my brother for a very long time. We go back long time, man. 35 years, I think we go back. It's a long time. Anyway, my thing with Tommy's funny, my history. So obviously growing up in New York, listening to the radio, Disco 92, WBLS, and of course 1981 when 99X converted to Kiss FM. That became a tremendous part. Shep's edits and stuff were a tremendous part of my DNA in this whole game. But Musto with Sazi, the dynamic duo, and the Latin Rascals were, that was the history lesson. That was the daily history lesson right there. So Tommy and I, obviously I knew of Tommy for years, both being in Brooklyn and stuff, but he's older than me, and he was from West End over there, or AVU area. I'm from Henry Street, Carroll Gardens, Red Hook area. So years later, I was DJing in the 80s, in a club in Staten Island, and at the time, freestyle was hot, and I was DJing a lot of freestyle clubs, and I don't know if it was Leather and Lace or Midnight Fantasy, one or two of the acts he had worked on. He owned a label with Northcott with Silvio Tancredi, rest in peace. But Tommy also made the records, produced them, wrote them, the whole thing. Anyway, so whatever reason they didn't have a road manager for this thing, so Tommy became the road manager that night, and my DJ booth was all the way up the stairs, and it was like, I could add 300 people just on the stairs up there. It was like an old theater that was converted to like a firehouse, and then it was converted to this club. It was a weird spot. Incredible Richard Long sound system, but it was birthdays in the stage. It was crazy. I actually had an incredible sound system in the place, but the place was weird. And anyway, so Tommy comes up, and he says, do you mind if I smoke? I'm like, yeah, you do what you got to do, cuz. And he gave me his card. He said, come by the office. And I went when Northcott was like on 38th Street over there by Macy's. I went, Tommy wasn't there. I met Silvio, a couple other people. And then I really forget how we reconnected, but maybe a year or two later, we connected, and we've been inseparable ever since, man. So Musto, I love you. I break your balls and stuff, but you're my man. And Musto obviously gave me his acetate, his first record. And that's more history, cousins. All right.